Hey there, historians. You ever woke up in the morning and wondering why you don't have all the coolest stuff? Those polo t-shirts or those beautiful heels like everybody else has? And then you get sad? All you gotta do is Google image the Great Depression and it'll make you feel all better, because it truly can get a whole lot worse. The Great Depression was the most grueling economic decline known to the United States. The Depression of 1929 was the largest and most widespread depression of the 20th century, hands down. We will discuss what exactly a depression is, how quickly the depression moved in our country and to others, and some of the effects that make up the Great Depression and make it so rich in our history. An economic depression is a sustained economic recession in which a nation's gross national product, GNP, is falling and marked by low production and sales and a high rate of business failures and unemployment. The gross national product is the market value of all products and services. The value of products affects how much money we spend. How much money we spend is depicted on the paycheck we make at the end of the week. If those two things don't correlate with each other, then people will not spend their money. The store selling the goods will have to get rid of employees, and now the employees don't have a job nor a paycheck to pour back into the economy. It's the circle of life these days, and it was back then as well. The Great Depression started in the United States in 1929 on October 29th, known as Black Tuesday. The stock market crashed, and quickly spread to every corner of America and kept going, to other countries and continents, and they were affected just as bad as we were affected. If the Great Depression were to be named again, it would be called the Global Depression, to give more perspective on how many people were truly affected. International trade went to an all-time low of more than 50%. The highest unemployment rate in the United States was 25%, and in other countries numbers in the low 30% range were being talked about. The Great Depression did move quickly, but did not resolve in the same manner. The Great Depression lasted into the late 1930s and some say the early 1940s. Franklin D. Roosevelt, who was the president towards the end of the Great Depression, put the New Deal in place. The New Deal was simply job creating through programs to help the poverty. During the Great Depression, there were grueling weather conditions in the Midwest known as the Dust Bowl. The Midwest was full of farmers, but they began to leave their farms and ranches in search of a more promising future towards the cities. Many Americans after the Great Depression would store food like squirrels and hardly trusted banks with their money. The pictures throughout the video of this time period of the Great Depression are all very realistic. I hope we all understand what our job is as patrons of this country. We must have jobs in order to spend money and keep the economy stable so we are never put in the same situation. Is that not what history is for? We read and learn history from other people's stories and learn from them as much as possible to create a more consistent and happy life.